What's going on, guys? Joe here from Nerds at War. Reyes couldn't be here today, unfortunately, because he's been on a Final Fantasy 15 kick for the next couple of weeks. Today's video, we're looking at Mafia 3. Clay, who has just come back from the Vietnam War. He's part of the black mob that happens to be working with the Italian Mafia. Sal Marcano, who's in charge of the Italian Mafia, confronts Lincoln Clay to take over for Sam, who's in charge of the black mob. Unfortunately, I should say, Lincoln Clay decides to turn down the offer, which causes some issues with the Italian Mafia. Because after some backstory, the Italian Mafia decides to wipe out the entire black mob, except Lincoln Clay, who takes a shot to the head, but it only grazes his skull. You spend the game taking over rackets from the Italian Mafia, as well as wiping out their capos and lieutenants along the way. The game allows you to either go in loud or use more stealth approach when taking out rackets and territories. However, when taking rackets, it can get pretty repetitive, but it's the repetition done right. As you take territories, you can assign them to your own crew, which is made up of Cassandra, who's in charge of the Haitian gangs, Vito, who happens to be from Mafia 2, who controls some of his own goons separated from the Italian mob, and Burke, who runs the Irish group. After you take out all territories and assign your associates, you finally get to take out Giorgio and Sal Marcano. My rating for Mafia 3 is going to be a 7 out of 10. For what it's worth, it's a fun single-player game. The only thing that really hurts it is the repetition, because you go from racket to racket until you can get to the next capo or lieutenant. But at least you get to choose how you get to take each racket. But again, as I said, it's a fun single-player experience. I've been Joe from Nerds at War, and we'll see you in the next video.